Hi, welcome to our channel.
I hit dead on with it though. Perfect. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a second look at my Savage 116 Bear Hunter. The Bear Hunter here was actually the first rifle that I ever did a video about here on YouTube. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, not much has changed. Also, I'll warn you, if you do go back and watch that old video, it is pretty painful to watch. I was very long-winded and my editing skills were not that great. Not that they're that much better now, but I think they are at least a little bit better. With that said, honestly, nothing has really changed on this rifle. I just really wanted to give you guys an update. It's getting close to hunting season here where I live. When I say hunting season, I'm referring to deer season. So I was about to get this rifle out and just confirm the zero once again, and I just thought I would do a quick update. Every year when I get this thing out to check the zero, from the day I originally got it all the way until now, I have never once moved the zero. And what I mean by that is, when I was a kid growing up hunting, we had cheap Tascos and BSAs and Simmons scopes. Some of those definitely can work, I'm not saying that, but they are not necessarily ideal. And every deer season we would have to go out and re-zero our guns because they never held zero perfectly. That's not the case when you get into a little bit higher end optic, something like this Night Force here. I zeroed this gun going on 6 years ago, and every year I get it out and check the zero before I go hunting. And I have not one time ever touched the zero in 6 years. And that's pretty impressive. But I'm quickly just going to go over the rifle and some of the things that I added to it. I have this little Hunter Specialist cheap weld or cheap riser here on the back. Nothing special at all, it just straps on. Very simple, has a little compartment here and it can hold extra ammo. The main reason I have that, I am kind of a snob when it comes to a cheap weld. When I'm shooting a bolt-action rifle, be it a hunting rifle or a precision rifle, I do not want any compromise when it comes to my cheek weld. What I mean by that is I want to be able to lay down on the rifle perfectly comfortable, close my eyes, and when I open my eyes, I want to be looking perfectly through the reticle. I don't want to have to push my face down or raise it off the stock at all. A strap-on cheek riser is not really ideal for that, but in this case it does work pretty good to get your eye perfectly aligned with the scope. Of course, that will vary depending on your bone structure and things like that, and your scope and scope mounts, but that's what I have here. Then we have the Savage Mossy Oak stock. This is what they call their Accu stock, so it is factory aluminum bedded by Savage, and for hunting purposes, I absolutely love this stock. Obviously, we have the Savage 116 Action, and this particular rifle is chambered in 300 Winchester Magnum. A little bit of overkill for deer hunting, but I absolutely love this cartridge. And I'd rather have too much than too little. They do make it in several other Magnum calibers as well, but I have always been a fan of 300 Win Mag, and that's why I chose this particular caliber. It does have the Savage Accu trigger, which is adjustable. I have this one turned down to, I believe it's about 2.5 pounds. I'll have to check it on my trigger pull gauge. Going forward, obviously the action and barrel is all stainless. We have kind of a medium contour barrel. It is 21 inches long. And it's kind of heavy back here at the back, and then it just has a gentle taper all the way to the muzzle. We have the factory Savage muzzle brake. I really like muzzle brakes on hunting rifles because if you practice proper follow-through when you fire at something like a deer, it allows you to basically see the bullet impact the deer, and that can really help you as far as knowing exactly where you hit the deer, so if you know if you need to give the deer time to expire and things like that. But this brake is really cool because it has an on and off feature. If you listen, if you hear that, you can literally turn the brake on and off. So what that allows you to do is you can zero using the brake, and that'll help tame the recoil of the 300 mag just a little bit. But when you actually go out hunting, if you want to, you can cut the brake off. So you won't get all that extra blast, but it also won't affect your zero because your barrel harmonics are staying the same. Me personally, I choose just to leave that brake turned on all the time, for the reasons that I just mentioned. Being able to actually see the bullet impact the deer is a big deal to me. Also, I have just a Butler Creek sling, nothing special there. The optic that I have here on top is the Night Force SHV. This is the 4x14x56. Has the MOA adjustments, and it has the IHR reticle, which is the International Hunting Reticle. Really love this scope. I understand not everyone is going to want to put something quite like this on a deer rifle, but you really get what you pay for when it comes to optics. And in my opinion, Night Force is the absolute best when it's this type of optic. I've got it sitting in Weaver 6-hole rings and with a 20 MOA rail. And that is pretty much it in a nutshell. I just wanted to quickly go over this rifle and show it off. In case you're wondering, obviously the rifle is unloaded, nothing in the magazine, no rounds in the chamber. But I just wanted to quickly go over this rifle. They still do make this rifle. It's still currently in production, although they have made some changes to it. One of the changes that they've made that I don't like is they have increased the barrel length by 2 more inches. And I personally do not like that. That's what really drew me to this rifle originally. It is a Magnum caliber, but it has a slightly shorter barrel than average for a Magnum. With that, of course, you will lose some velocity and some power, but I was willing to trade that off to have a slightly shorter package. And unfortunately, the new model bear hunters have that little bit longer barrel, and I don't really prefer that. The new models do have a little bit more upgraded stock. That is a nice feature. But all in all, this will probably be my go-to deer rifle for quite a long time. I hunt with other platforms as well. AR platforms and several other different bolt action rifles, but as a general rule, this is my go-to deer rifle. I hunt with this, 99% of the time, probably 95% of the time where I hunt it. This is the rifle I use. The rare occasion I have a friend call me up and say, hey, they want to take me hunting on their hunting club or something like that, and I don't really know exactly where I'm going to be hunting, if I'm going to be hunting timber or power lines or what. This is always the rifle that I take, because no matter where I'm sitting at that day, this rifle will do the job. As far as ammo, I've always shot the Barnes. This is the 180 grain. Let me get it right here. The TSX boat tail bullet. I shoot this Barnes stuff in pretty much every deer rifle I have. It's all copper bullet, and this stuff is really insane on a deer what it will do. It absolutely will do the job. With this ammo out of this rifle, with this guy pulling the trigger, it's about a 1 MOA gun. If you go back and watch my original video, I mentioned I have shot this gun definitely sub MOA with that ammo. I've shot some half-inch groups with this rifle, to be honest. But I've also shot groups that were over an inch. So on a good average day, with me shooting it, I say it's about a 1 MOA gun. Well, that about wraps it up, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the bear hunter or the ammo or anything like that, you can drop them in the comments. If you want to contact me directly, Instagram is still the best place to do so. Also, if you're not following me there, I would appreciate that as well. As always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time.